Mark Madden, I am joined in studio by Teagan Presley, who will be appearing at Club Escape in Beaver Falls tonight. First show at 10 p.m. She's there tomorrow night as well, so be sure to check her out. Now, I say this with Josh, your boyfriend, sitting in the room. Will you ever do men on video again? Can you even conceive of that?
No.
Never?
No.
What about Josh?
I'm not doing men.
Okay, Josh says he won't do men either. No, do you miss that part of it? Not really?
I miss how easy it was, that's all. Because when you're doing girl-girl, you have to be the dude. You have to do all the work. And it's a lot more work. People want to think, oh, you know, girl is light and, you know, easy. It is not easy when you're the one that has to do all the work.
No, I totally agree. I think it is harder.
I have newfound respect for guys.
I think it's harder to get a male viewer interested in girl than in guy-girl,
yes,
because it's tougher for the viewer to put himself in another girl's place.
Yes, and then each girl scene you have to make it better and dirtier and sexier than the next one, so it's, you know, you have to be creative, inventive, and just, yeah, be the dude.
Now, do you think it's hurt your marketability at all? Certainly the sales of your DVDs have not indicated that, but do you think that'll ever catch up?
I've tasted every man. You know, I've been with all the main men in the movies for like what, 6 years, 4 years, and I kept working with the same guys over and over again.
FCC, she means taste metaphorically. Go ahead.
Yes, sorry.
That's okay.
I don't mean it that way. I meant when I kissed them. Sorry. Yeah. So I've been with so many of them that, you know, you end up working with the same dudes and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, like, when are they gonna get tired of seeing this? And I haven't gotten to work with any of the girls, so now I get to. I'm having fun.
You're the queen bee. You're the queen bee.
I'm having fun with all the women now.
Who's been your favorite girl to work with? It's always been the cliched question, who's the favorite guy to work with? But who's your favorite girl to work with?
Lisa Ann and Andy Sandemus.
I don't even know who that is.
Two brunettes.
Okay,
you know who Lisa Ann is.
I know who Lisa Ann is. Who's the other one?
Andy Sandemus. She's a new girl.
And she's on this DVD that's being handed to me right now called Femcore.
Yeah, she's right
she's quite attractive.
She's really, really pretty, and she's in like all the big movies this year.
Well, I'll be watching this during the commercial breaks, actually during the show, but we can't let the listeners know that. Now you haven't done much with the Teagan Presley website, have you? Why is that? It seems like that can bring in some cash.
It's been being built. I've been on the road so much too that I haven't gotten to shoot new content. So I have to do that in the process. And also they have a ton of girls right this second, so they're being swamped. So I think it's neglect on both parts.
Now, you used to be a gymnast as a little girl, and a very accomplished one. Talk about that, because you were competitive, you won some things, and might I add, the flexibility certainly came in handy.
Yeah, I've lost all that flexibility now.
No, you haven't, baby.
My joints have hardened, getting old.
Oh, please, come on. You're what, 24?
25.
See, and you act like you're creaky. You're 25. My
feel
God,
old.
I'd kill to be 25 for a day again.
This is the adult business. That's what they do to you. They make you feel 45 when you're 25.
Well, talk about when you were a gymnast. How much did you enjoy that? What did you do? What was that like?
It was really good. I was really, really good at it. You know, I never wanted to do cheerleading, you know, because you do gymnastics and cheerleading, but I never trusted the girls enough to not drop me. You know, like when they do the throwing and stuff, and knowing my luck, like I would die or break my neck or something, so I don't trust people that much. So at least with gymnastics, it was my body, it was myself, so I can trust myself with what I do and the stunts and everything. So I think I loved it. I was so little and tiny that I just flew up in the air doing, you know, backflips and stuff like that. And
pre-implant, obviously.
Oh, yes.
Way pre-implant.
Yes.
Now.
Not pre-butt. I still have my butt. That's what kicked me out of ballet, was my butt.
Are you serious?
They kept telling me to, because in ballet you have to tuck your butt under.
Oh, this is a sad story.
And my butt was so big that even when I would tuck it under, they would still yell at me. And I had this old man with a cane, and he would hit you with your cane.
He hit you in the butt with the cane?
Yeah, and he would hit your back, or he would hit your arms if you were doing something wrong. And he was a great teacher. But I remember he was yelling at some girl to like fix her arms or her legs or something, and he hit like the ballet bar, and the ballet bar just toppled over her because he had hit it so hard. So it was just, you know, it just did not work out.
There's an adult video script in there somewhere. Now, when you got into adult video, you did everything almost right away. Interracial, third entry, everything. Do you regret that? if you would save some of that, that might have led to a couple of big paydays down the road.
Yes, I mean, you know, basically, I was 18, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even know I was going up to an adult company to take pictures. I thought I was adult and then, you know, like nude modeling. So when I went up there...
Every single girl says that. Boy, they keep fooling the girls with the same story, don't they?
Yes, they do. It sucks. And then I ended up, you know, just jumping in the deep end. And then after I jumped in the deep end, started swimming a little bit. I was like, you know what, maybe I should back up a little bit and then, you know. But at least when I did that, though, I got the credibility from people. So... I worked hard for it.
No doubt about that. And there's a Teagan Presley fleshlight.
Yes.
I'm not even sure we can describe what that is, but how's that selling?
It's selling great. It's the #1 sex toy, especially with all of the military guys.
Of course it is. With the military guys.
Yes.
Are there Teagan Presley flashlights overseas?
Yes, there is.
What flashlight do you think Evangelina's man used? Teagan Presley's or Evangelina's?
Eva's.
Sure about that?
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. No, hold on. Let me just throw this out there. If I were in a strange country fighting, I might want some strange fleshlight. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, don't ask, don't tell. I believe that's the military's official policy.
Maybe he had a threesome.
If someone asked you to autograph his Teagan Presley fleshlight, would you be honored or creeped out?
That's what I normally do.
Are you serious?
Yeah, well,
you signed fleshlights.
Well, I signed the case.
Do they wash them first? Please say yes.
No, I signed the case. I don't sign the
Oh, very good, good girl.
And it's washable with soap and water, so I would think
that's what they tell me. Now, you're at Club Escape in Beaver Falls tonight. That's right off the Beaver Falls exit of the Turnpike. Tonight and tomorrow night. First show's at 10 o'clock both nights. How's the stage act? I've seen you on stage several times. You've always been outstanding. What have you added?
I think you remember I did the stockings, you know, around the mouth for the guys that are shy. I sell movies on stage now. I've had to retire my whip to only letting women hit me with it because...
Why? What happened? Unpleasant incident?
The guy asked me to hit him harder, so I hit him harder, and then he went and complained that I hit him too hard.
How hard did you hit him?
I don't think I hit him that hard, but he asked for
Everybody here saying it was pretty hard.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, that's what they're saying.
Oh, wow.
It was loud enough to hear it over the music in a club.
Okay, well, he said harder.
Just shoot him next time. That'll at least that way he can't complain.
But he should have come to complain to me, because then I would have bought him a few drinks. And instead, he complained to the boss, and then I got in trouble on my birthday, and it was just... wasn't as much fun. I'm like, dude, you missed out. I mean, you could have got free drinks from me. I mean... You
were the cutest, sympathetic figure ever. By the way, I want the listeners at home to know, and this will be up on the Mark Madden page at WXDX.com later on. We're filming this. Teagan came to studio very dressed up. Most of the girls do not. Something very low cut, something very clingy.
Last time I came in my pajamas and a baseball hat and
that was okay too. That was okay too.
But yeah, I know this time, as I figure the more I get ready now, the more I can relax before I have to get ready for my stage show.
I know people are going to call and ask after the interview, so do you do private dances and what's the cost?
No, I do not.
You don't?
No. But I make friends with all the house girls and I watch them throughout the night, and whichever ones, you know, are the best, I recommend, you know, them to them. So I have an expert eye for you.
That's kind of a pimp thing, isn't it? Don't answer that. Now, many people do not know Teagan, and we've not talked about this, but you're a mother, 2 lovely daughters. How are the girls doing?
They're good. They're getting giant and telling me what to do.
How old?
4 and 3.
Yeah, they're going to keep telling you what to do, too. And yes, you let them. Let's be honest. You let them.
Yeah, they're very mature. And the one, Andy Sandemus came over to my house for our friend's birthday, and my daughter made her sit in, like, this tunnel for like 2 hours and wouldn't let her out, and she goes, "Where are my girls at?" And when I heard that attitude and that phrase, I was just like, I am going to be in trouble when I get older.
Sounds like a future director.
I don't know. Oh my gosh. No, but she's gonna be very, very bossy, and if I don't keep making money, she's gonna make me go broke.
Is it tough to be a mom and do what you do? Is it almost like living 2 separate lives?
Yes. I mean, people, like, some of my friends will be like, oh, you know, I texted you the other day or whatever. And I'm like, when I go home, my phone is, I wait till it dies. I don't answer it. I'm in mom mode. Because I love that time. I love being a mom and then, you know, going on the road and having my adult time. So I get the best of both worlds. And I get paid to do it. So I think it's perfect.
How would you feel if one of your daughters ever wanted to do what you do? Would you try and stop her, or would you offer advice so she wouldn't go through the same things that were bad that you did?
There's no stopping. I mean, with my parents, there was no stopping me. No matter what I did, they told me not to do something. I made sure I did it, and I made sure I succeeded at it and put it in their face. So I think I've learned that lesson quite well at a young age, that I can't even, I tell them now to do something, and they tell me no. So, I mean, I can't stop them. I have to love them for who they are and what they choose to do. As long as it's not illegal and they're not ending up dead, I'm supportive.
Sort of offers a wide berth.
Yeah.
Now, forgive me if I'm intruding, but what's your relationship like with your parents, given that?
My parents are very, I stopped talking to them when I was 18, because they were in shock. And then they're like, we would rather, love you and have you be in our lives. But I literally keep that, separate. Like, we don't really talk about it. We don't,
They're not in tune with the business, in other words.
No.
Nor do they need to be, really, right?
No. I don't think so.
Now, what's been the biggest moment of your career? And I say career, God, you're 24. What would you say you're most proud of what you've done so far? It doesn't have to be like a DVD in particular, just one particular accomplishment.
I think that I've lasted as long as I have in the 7 years.
See, it seems, though, that, 7 years is a long time, but you're 24. So when you see you talking about doing something for a long time, that's, I don't know if shocking is the word, but it's unusual.
Because most girls, they could be done in a year. They could be done in 6 months. Most girls, if they're not popular, could be done, and not have 7 years of, where they're still popular. People still want to come see them. They still have devoted fans, They get sick of the girls, and, there's always new girls coming in. So I'm just grateful for still being popular and having my fans and still selling. So I don't know what I'm going to do after it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, as always.
No problem. Thank you.
You are and when you get a chance, listeners out there, wait till you see what she looks like when we post this video on my page at the TheX website. It's not called the TheX website for nothing. Teagan just looks, as always, unbelievable. That's Teagan Presley. She's at Club Escape in Beaver Falls tonight. First show at 10 p.m. Tomorrow night as well. I'm Mark Madden, 1059.